Now, the first module, this is something I wanted to say in the last lesson, but it got a little too long. Um, do what makes you happy. There's nothing more important than this, and this is why I saved this as the final slide in this module, because everything, everything in life, none of it matters unless you're doing what makes yourself happy. And sometimes that means realizing what does make you happy. So when I first got into real estate, I thought money would make me happy, right? And I know I'm getting a little personal with you guys, and it doesn't really matter, but I like to get personal with the people that get into my inner circle, per se, because it lets you know, it lets you onto the inside of what's really going on here. When I first got into real estate, like I said, I thought it was money. I made a boatload of cash, and I still wasn't really happy. I was like, what does make me happy? Ask yourself that question. What does make me happy? And I got thinking about it. And to be honest with you, this is exactly why that I'm sitting here talking to you right now. Because when I landed up for my first couple of speaking engagements, I felt like I was in my zone. I felt like I had to give back to the real estate world. And what truly makes me happy is helping you overcome your obstacles and just making a difference in someone's life. It's very powerful to me, and there's no cash in the world that can change that. For instance, one of you sends me a testimonial after watching this and says, "Sean, you changed my business. I ended up closing all these transactions, and I was able to take my family to Walt Disney World." I'm just using that for an example. That gives me goosebumps, as you can see, just saying that myself. And it's really what I dedicated the rest of my real estate career to be honest with you guys, is making a difference in someone else's life. So if anything that you get out of this course, I hope I can do that for you. Whether it's more transactions, whether it's what you got out of the mindset module, some systems that you picked up, or some strategies that you implemented, or just getting to know me personally and being a part of my inner circle. I really hope I can deliver that value to you, because to be honest with you, that's what means the most to me. I want you guys to focus on shutting out the noise in the world. For instance, my marketing strategy on one of my newest listings was to put a dinosaur head that you found in Walmart on my head with one of my teammates and run around the house, while in the background it was showing off basically the living room dimensions and the room dimensions. We got so much kickback, and there was some scrutiny about it, but in the end it sold the house. And it's that outside box thinking that you can talk yourself out of many times, because you're worried about what's the world going to think about this. The truth is, guys, is that the most powerful decision makers in the world, and the people that actually end up changing the world, is they don't think like that. They say, this is a good idea, or if it's not a good idea, I have to try it because that's what's in my gut. And it's you become the innovator. You just start trying new things without worrying about what people are going to think, and it pans off. We sold that house, and shortly after, we're doing a video. This Friday actually, we're doing a video dressed up as full velociraptors with the blow up costumes. I'm sure you've heard of it, Donnie the Dinosaur. We're going to run through the house and say, "Hey, look at these dinosaurs." They ended up selling this house. So point moral of the story is that outside of the box thinking that you talk yourself out of. You probably had millions of great thoughts daily, and you're thinking, well, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. That is some vocabulary you have to get out. If you're thinking about it, just do it. As long as it's obviously ethical, moral, and not illegal, it's just outside of the box thinking for marketing. Don't ever talk yourself out of that again. Just do it. Our video turned out to get thousands of views and ended up selling the house from someone that's seen that shared it. Moral of the story is, don't let your mind get in the way of that kind of stuff. Stop worrying about what other people are thinking and shut out the negative noise. even if it's as much as someone on Facebook that's posting some negativity and you just don't want to see it anymore, you don't have to unfriend them, just unfollow them. Stop seeing it. It's just as simple as that. Also, I want to point out, to produce at the high levels, you can't worry about what everybody else is thinking in the world, because their opinion doesn't matter, right? Picture this. This is kind of harsh and a little blunt, but picture yourself not doing something because you're worried about someone else's value and opinion. Fast forward 50, 60, 70 years, you're in your casket and you're not living anymore. Are you really going to be worried about what opinion of the video that you thought you were going to post, or an idea that you had, because you didn't do it because so-and-so thought it was weird? You're not going to be worrying about that, and you're going to regret the heck out of it. Excuse my French. Excuse my language, I should say. Because you didn't do it. Regret's painful. Block out the time in your schedule for you. Do what makes you happy. I'm going to say this is one of the most important things. Matter of fact, at the beginning of each year, I block my time out. I plan my vacations. My first year in real estate, I didn't do anything but work. I almost got burnt out because it was like, what am I doing here? I just was, I was making a boatload of money, but wasn't doing anything for myself. And the relax and recharge time is so important. You come back more focused, you get more done in your day, you're just relaxed, you're recharged. And more importantly, block time out for yourself and do what makes you happy. I like to golf. And, sometimes I block time out where I just go out on the golf course, I throw my AirPods in, and I'm just doing what I love, walking the golf course and hitting some golf balls around. So very important. Block that time out on your Google Calendar or your calendar, whatever calendar you use, because decompressing is crucial to your mindset health. And then finally, you've heard me say this multiple times, just surround yourself with that positivity. So again, if you didn't get anything else out of this mindset module other than, even if it's one or two things, these things I'm telling you can change your business if you have your open mind, or if you're already doing them, just 10x them, because these are the right things to do if you want to become that top producing agent. And a healthy mindset is everything, because what I'm about to show you in module 2 with all of my systems, without a healthy mind, it's going to be hard to retain a lot of it, and more importantly, implement it. So hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you around in module 2. Get ready for some systems.